Okay, now here's the deal. This is just one of many things we do. We're into junk, we're into signs, we're into refurbish. We do everything that you can think of that has to do with wood or furniture or anything else. Now, this ain't a very big sign, 16.5 inches long. It's a 1x6. Now I'm fixing to frame this thing. And if you don't know what that means, it means when you don't wash your dishes and they're laying around on the cabinet and in the sink, and they're kind of piling up on you. That's what that sign means right there. Okay? Now I can film this whole thing and our video this whole thing of me framing and finishing and all that. Or, well, I tell you what, I'm going to, and you can just fast forward through it if you don't want to watch all the work, because it's not going to be a very good deal anyway. I'm going to be moving around, and I'm not going to move his phone. But this is where it starts. Earlier today, a little dusty dirty over here, but earlier today, I stained this board. Now it's dry, so now I can use it. So I'm going to cut it, frame that thing, then I'll have to do the sanding and stain the edges, stain the holes where I shoot the brad nails and all that in, and then put the hanger back on it. A little zipper, you know, zippers, these things. That's the best way to do that, just buy them in bulk. We just order them over the internet, and then I stick a little tag on there. That's us. It's not our name. Y'all know I'm not Dusty, and neither is my wife. Dusty Daze means it's dusty in here. It's dusty outside where we live, and we're always in a daze because we ain't really got anything. We don't have a lot of structure. we're kind of we go a little crazy. We're always in a wild daze. So that's what that's about. Now, I'm gonna set this phone down, and if it aims over there the way I think it will, super. And if it don't, well, I'll tell you what, I will delete this thing, or we'll just know. We'll just know better next time. So, there we go. Hi ho, it's off to work I go. Sometimes when I do fancy ones, I'll set my saw up and I'll picture frame these things. In other words, 45. But most people like them just kind of rustic, so I just square cut them a whole lot faster. Not that big a deal. Put a little stain on the end, because you can't stain the inside leather. A few more of these just so I don't run out. hate it when I don't have one in there. Get a little more light on the subject. Get it kind of flush. Chacon. Go one side. This goes pretty quick. It may seem like a long time sitting over there watching. Not bad. A little more color on the end. Like I say, that's just the inside, so it don't show white once you stack them up. These boards, you can't buy good boards anymore. Every one of them's warped. Sometimes you gotta kind of bend them around, finagle them, kind of show them who's boss. When you work for yourself, now that's why I work for myself, because I'm the damn boss. Yeah, till she gets out here anyway. With the hair, you don't have the same edges to come outside. is total build time for the frame. Now all we gotta do, run a little stain around there, clean it up, front and back. I doubt you can see me from where you're at, but all I'm doing is, I've already stained the board, but now I gotta stain the ends. I gotta get stained down in the shooting holes that where the pin went in. These are just brad nails. They don't leave a big hole on there or a big nail head or anything. They're just brad nails, but you still got to get the stain down in there to make it where it's a little prettier than just hit it and quit it, you know. So this is my working desk over here. It's easier for me to do it here. All right. Working fast here. Give me a break. I ain't done many of these. Alright, I don't know that can show, but I got every light I own. Now you can see where the holes, oh there you go. See where the holes are darker? It would show white in there had I not re-stained it. So now all I'm going to do is stain the face again, cover up my sanding spots on the corners, and kind of get that redone, make that all nice and pretty. A little rustic only makes some character. Any kind of rustic on there. Rustic meaning blems on the wood, any kind of blemishes, or maybe if you dropped it, or some people even kind of tap on the corners and the edges here and there with a hammer or whatever. Some people use a chain, hit stuff with a chain. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but this is all cleaned up, all shot together, all kind of rounded the edges a little bit, made it kind of nice and neat. Now, don't want to get your stained hands on the face that you sign, because you're still kind of wet. Now, I still got to do the back. All I'm going to do is put some stain on it, and then shoot a hanger. Not shoot a hanger, I'll have to hammer that. But let that dry just a little bit before I throw it down, face down on my work table. Wipe it off a little bit more, wipe it off. You're not going to wipe that stain off. Once you put that stain on there, it's on there. But it can stay a long time. The darker the stain, the longer it takes to dry. If you got a real light stain, it'll dry fast. Personally, I'm going to give you a little hint here. I've got Early American and what's that other? Early American and dark walnut. I kind of mix that to kind of get my own different colors. And I don't mix the same amount every time. That way they all don't look alike. But that's really the two main colors I use. Early American is pretty lightweight. Way lighter than a maple or something you'd see. It's it'll just turn it just a real light color, especially on pine. Now that dark walnut, it's not black or anything like that, but it'll get it good and dark. But it's real sticky, real thick, and it takes a long time to dry. Some people want that. Some people they'll want me to paint, say a dining table or a buffet or something like that. They want me to paint it a certain color, and just for the legs and the surrounding edge. And then they'll want me to stain the tabletop. I'll have to strip and sand and get the tabletop completely prepped, and they'll want it like a dark walnut or a dark maple, which I'll have to put a little walnut in a maple or something to that effect. Some of them really like the lighter, and just like on old almost rough wood that hadn't even been painted. You've seen the rustic furniture that's already ready to buy. Well, there's some that's been sitting, and it just needs a little bit of sanding, and then I'll put early American on there, and it just kind of brings out the love in that piece of furniture, and that'll be what they want. So yeah, it just depends on the customer's preference and what they like, you know, things that you like. So yeah, that's what I do. So now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap on a little zipper hanger on the back, and this will be ready to go. I've kind of already shown you that on that last video, but I kind of want to show you how long it takes, which ain't very long. It seems like a while, but it's really a short deal. Now, to begin with, I have to cut everything, sand everything, stain and paint, and then I send the board inside to the wife, and she has to design it on the computer and let it cut out on our cutter, and then she places it, gets it where it goes, and then she paints it. After she weeds the letter, all the letters out of the stencil and paints it, and then she pulls it off. After she's done, then I get it back. So I kind of start the process, she gets the design, now I get it back, and then I do the finishing. So it's a little bit longer process than this, but anyway, that's how it goes just for science. So it takes a lot of time to make a lot of signs and to do all the hunting down of the junk and finding everything that we want at a right price that we can try to turn a profit, and plus pay my electricity bill. We don't even put our labor in it. It's kind of a labor of love. We try to make a living, which is very hard in these days and times because a lot of people are doing this. But anyway, just for the folks who communicate and watch what I do, or watch me or talk to me that I talk to, or you know what I'm saying. This is a small part of, I guess, a little small part of my world that I'm letting you kind of take a peek inside of. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Love you, and all right then, we'll see you.